Green Meadows. They are building a community that can tackle climate change together, starting in the Meadows, Nottingham. Through people-centred approach, they are providing the tools and knowledge needed to help fight climate change. Come with us to find out more about how they help tackle climate change. Today, we will be meeting the Community Engagement Officer, and she will tell us all about what happens here.
Hello, Heather. Can you please introduce yourself and tell us about your job here?
Of course. My name's Heather Hodkinson, and I'm the Community Engagement Officer for Green Meadows, which is basically to get the people from the Meadows involved in the project.
Thank you. Green Meadows sounds like an exciting project. Can you please explain to our viewers a little bit more about it?
Sure. So Green Meadows project is funded by the National Lottery. It's a 5-year project and it's funded by the Climate Action Fund. So all of it is about different ways that people can approach climate action. So our project focuses a lot on homes and buildings. So we help people in the area learn more about what they can do with their homes to insulate it, make it more comfortable, make it more energy efficient. So we have different things like guides, and we go to people's houses to do assessments. We also do things with community groups, so working with residents to find out what they care about and what climate action means to them, and helping them kickstart those ideas. So whether it's a community composting thing with your neighbours, or you want to start growing your own vegetables, we can help with that. And we're also finally trying to build resilience. So obviously climate change will bring about different changes in our weather, and hotter summers, colder winters. So it's about kind of being resilient to those changes and helping the residents, how to install insulation. They can learn how to do plumbing, woodwork, things like that. So learning to be more self-sustaining. Part of my role specifically is in community engagement, and that's about connecting with people in the community and finding out what they care about. And for example, some of the projects that we've got on the go are a community composting scheme, which is composting in boxes in public parks. So people can take their food waste there now, and that's over 70 households in the Meadows that are doing that now. So we're trying to combat, we're trying to do climate action in different ways.
That's great. What are some of the benefits it will bring to Nottingham and the people of Meadows?
Well, I mean, I've mentioned some of the things already. Is about giving people new skills and making people feel like they have more power to change things, to do things in their own home. But also, it's bringing people together and building community that I think is a really special part of this project. So that's all, we're making friendships too, and that's all part of making change happen, relying on your neighbours, being part of a community that is accepting and wanting change, and I think that's one of the most special things.
Amazing. This project has a lot of benefits, but what are the challenges it's facing?
Yes, so one of the major challenges is funding. So we have got funding from the National Lottery to fund community projects and any sort of projects that are benefiting the whole of the Meadows. But the thing that we struggle with the most is having funding for individual homes. So we're showing people how to insulate, what they can do to make their homes more energy efficient. But what we need now is the government to come forward with funding for individual homes and help people get that, install those materials and put that knowledge to practice in their own homes.
Thank you. This is such an amazing project, and we hope it does well. And hopefully the government hears your cries for help. Obviously, some people listening to this video might want to join you and help you. So what are your upcoming events?
Well, one of the things I mentioned earlier is about our Community Action Day, and that's called Love the Meadows, and it's the first Saturday of every month, and we meet at the Bridgeway Centre in the Meadows. And for other events that we have in this workshop, we have how to insulate your attic, how to keep warm this winter, and we also have some basic plumbing skills. But you can find it all on our website anyway.
Thank you.
So to find out more, you could call us on 0115 718 2028, or you can email us on admin@greenmeadows.uk.
So, could you tell us a little about your insulation program now that winter is nearing?
Yeah, of course. This is insulation. So there's many different types, and they're what we use in our home to make it feel warmer, make it feel drier, and one of the things that we like to use in our project is showing how we can do it with natural materials, things like wool, things like hemp, wood. So what we're doing specifically with the insulation guide is giving people in the Meadows who live in the conservation area really detailed guides, here they are, of what people can do to their homes. And these have architectural drawings in, and they have step-by-step criteria, they have checklists for people, so it's making it really easy for people to understand exactly what their home needs and different home types. The reason we're doing this is that we're trying to build up a picture across the Meadows of all of the homes and what they need. So, for example, how much energy they're using now, and how much energy they'd be using if all of this insulation was installed and if all the measures were carried out. And that gives us a picture of what the Meadows could look like if the government funding was received and if we were able to make all of these changes and help people. So yeah, we're hoping that this insulation guide and these changes will really help leverage some funding for future projects.
Thank you. So, what happens here?
So here is where we run some of our insulation workshops. This is basically pretending like a pretend sort of attic and the eaves that you'd find in your house. So people can actually have some practical learning in the same sort of situation and try different types of insulation. And actually insulating your attic room is one of the easiest things you can do at home. So it's a great place to start.
Thank you. That's great.
An amazing climate initiative. Why not visit their website to find out more? Thanks for watching.